Today, the epidemic is spreading most rapidly in the countries of the former Soviet Union. In Russia and Ukraine, HIV infection has increased 15-fold in just 3 years, with no end in sight.
In Ukraine, especially, we had some talks about AIDS, that Ukrainian people, they will not perceive this virus. This is for some people somewhere there, but not for Ukrainians. So we are some kind of biological strangers on the earth. But, you know, this is simply stupid.
When AIDS does jump from vulnerable groups like injecting drug users to the general population, poor countries like Ukraine are simply not prepared. They have no experience, no money, and no medicine.
Ответственно и тяжелое, потому что много проблем возникает вот сейчас вот в настоящее время при лечении таких пациентов.
To be a doctor and treating such people is a very big and important task for a person, because there are really a lot of problems. First of all, with providing them with medications, and financial support is too bad. And besides that, they work here mostly with people that are pretty poor. Most of them either don't want to work, like drug users, and some of them are not able to work anymore. So they need a lot of finances here.
Ни одна страна в отдельности не может справиться, не сможет справиться с таким серьезным заболеванием, как ВИЧ-инфекция.
Mostly young people are dying among between 20 and 39 years old.
Hope feeds life. The absence of hope destroys it. In this part of the world, economic hard times have created a climate in which young people feel they have no future. They have no jobs, little money, and almost nothing to do. Ruslan, like nearly half his generation, has turned to intravenous drug use to avoid the reality of his own life. Since HIV can be transmitted by sharing contaminated needles, Ruslan and his peers represent one way in which AIDS can infiltrate a society, robbing it of its future.
We have another kind of drugs, you know. In your country, cocaine, heroin. In our country, we have liquid. It's like heroin, but it's in a liquid. It's more dirty, but it's so cheap. That's why people always use needles. You know.
Sergei Kostin's organization, The Way Home, works with the poor, the homeless, and with injecting drug users in Odessa.
We have so many drug users because the total frustration in our country after demolition Soviet Union. People don't feel that they have future, especially young people.
I think maybe 40% of my generation getting drugs. Maybe 40, and maybe half.
They had lots of myth For example, it is good to share one needle, because it is some kind of developing some kind of brotherhood.
I know people which can take your needle. For example, you inject and following it down, and people just taking from the floor, going to the water, and do it. Yeah, that's crazy guys and girls.
Poverty, hopelessness, drug addiction, AIDS. The links in this chain are strong, but they can be broken. The international drug trade is big business, a perfect partner for AIDS in its journey around the world. Ruslan and Katerina both participate in programs where they are given clean, disposable syringes, sharply reducing their risk of getting HIV, condoms, and counseling, which may ultimately lead to rehabilitation. Harm reduction programs are a way of fighting back. AIDS is preventable. Ruslan and Katerina have serious problems in their lives, but they need not die because of them.